Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are in Z1 on the Z1 map. It is nighttime in the game. Typically the intros are done in daylight. If you guys were ever curious about that, if you ever get into production and producing videos, you'll always notice that the lighting is always going to be off depending on how you want to set up your shots. I like doing mine like a typical, say, producer would do when they're creating content, at least in the real world. Example. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to take a look at the game. In general, we're back to Z1. First, let's start it off with the base foundation. Alright, so granting permissions is really superfluous because there's really nothing you can deny people from accessing. They can actually access everything right now. Now, you can set up key codes for your doors, of course, because that's a wise thing to do. There we go. Alright, so that's working. So you're still going to want to key code your base. Drinking and eating seems to be about on par as it was in Badwater Canyon. So you're going to be eating and drinking with the same level of frequency as you would when you were there. Now, as I eat this rabbit, I want to let you guys know that if you put down traps outside your base, they can be destroyed in one punch. So that's going to be up to you whether or not you're going to want to put them out there and leave them there for any period of time, because when you come back and they're not there, you'll know someone probably came by to pay you a visit to check out and see what you're doing. Little few materials that I've gathered here. So let's take a look at the newest introduction into the game of collecting material. It's very similar to Badwater Canyon. There you go. There's a nice intro for you right there. How's that? Or maybe an exit video. Not the wisest thing to do in PvP, being out here in the open and running in these wide open areas. I know a lot of people who play PvP, those individuals who play PvP like to always leave me their wonderful messages on how I should be playing PvP and filming, obviously, because bases don't get raided and you don't get shot when you're out doing things like this. This is a neighbor here not too far from my base. He's testing out the build height limit. Not sure how successful he's going to end up being, but we might as well go ahead and try it anyway. Looks like he's using standard wall pieces with window cutouts in them. Not that those have any particular advantage over any other type item. Now see, he's got some stairs going here. Now that makes sense, you know. That way you can actually go up on the stairs. But, yeah, who am I to judge his building proclivity? Alright, so you guys should recognize this town here. It's Cranberry. I should turn the game music down. Hang on a second. Because, you know, with this being just raw, go in here and make these adjustments while you guys are here with me. There we go. I'm just going to turn that just completely off. Why even have that on there? It doesn't make any sense. Alright. So the team did have the presence of mind to leave cars in the game, very similar to those that are harvested in Blackwater Canyon. I don't know why I always call it Blackwater Canyon. It's Badwater Canyon. There's a reason for that, but I won't go into any details. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to run around and find vehicles that you can actually harvest from. Here's one over here. So same style of mechanic. Nothing too dissimilar from what we did in Badwater Canyon. Nice mechanic. Something that was developed while testing in Badwater Canyon. I think this was a great improvement for the team to do. The backpack I'm wearing is the Survivor backpack. You get those by getting the warn letters from zombies. I kind of like that reintroduction, that goal-oriented activity, by putting in that kind of a motivation, incentive to actually kill zombies. Because for me, I just avoid them. Now, people are very familiar with the map, so they know where a lot of these cars are, and they're out actively getting steel, metal, reacquainting themselves with the map probably, wanting to build their bases. Kind of dark in the game. That's why I normally film during the day. So typically, what would be happening now if I was setting up a video for you guys is I would be probably waiting for it to be day, or maybe going over to the Badwater Canyon server, which is probably day there, but then, of course, the content there is not going to match up with the content here. That should be patently obvious. Now, my character is wearing the green beanie hat, which is traditional for my Z1 gameplay. I don't know if you guys notice those type of subtle details when you're watching videos. There's all sorts of different things that I insert, all kinds of Easter eggs that I insert into my videos. Really kind of just to tease certain things, or just to kind of inject my own sense of sarcasm and cynicism that I typically have. Now, I try to keep my videos as on the level as possible, because you know, the idea here is to bring fun and entertainment to the channel, and not my sarcasm and genuine sense of angst to certain things that I might experience while playing the game. Just isn't very constructive. I'll leave that to all my guildmates to have to suffer through. Alright, now here's a tarp. We can keep that for our beehives. Now we're on the water, so it defeats the purpose in having dew collectors if I'm right there on the water. So we're looking at pretty much the basic standard graphics that Z1 had. Very rough. Nothing too surprising. Found a katana in the game. They're incredibly useful. You know you can kill bears with them? You sure can. It only takes 2 whacks. Pretty peculiar behavior by the wolves. You could just keep running. It's no big deal. Just wait and turn around, and there he is. So just like that, you're all done. No problem. Another neighbor testing the build limits, no doubt. See how high he can go. The wood design, very nice. Oh, they added some additional tampers. Not bad. Looking pretty good. Now see, he's smart enough to put codes in the game. Let me just take care of that zombie for him. And the moon sets in the west, just like the sun does, if you guys are ever wondering how to get directions and bearings without having your compass. Now, after harvesting your metal, your steel... Oh, keep your oil, because you can actually make weapon repair kits again, or more specifically, weapon cleaning kits. Let's take a quick look. First, I need to learn the alphabet. Weapon cleaning kit. 2 cloth, 5 steel, 1 oil. One of my subs was asking me, what happens if you die in the game? Do you lose your gear? Yes, you will. So, in Badwater Canyon, we were able to keep our gear if we died, or our gear was on us if we died. I'm sure that would have been corrected in time, so it wasn't like we had an advantage. See, here's one of my, here's some nefarious individuals that have arrived at the base. I have no idea who they are. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Now see, this is the great thing about being in H1Z1 is you can occasionally come across cheaters and hackers like these 2 guys. See, who came to the base. So they're obviously testing to see if the game is still going well. So this is why I do these types of, or this is why I'm doing this type of video today, so you guys can actually see what actually happens and what things get edited out and what things get edited in and things I report to the developers and things like that. So see what happened here was these guys were here at the base, hacked in, just checking to see if they took anything. Not that it's of any particular consequence. Let's see. Wow, they actually, well, they were just starting to take stuff when I came upon them, so it's a good thing that that we showed up. That would be me and you and everybody listening here. We showed up just in time to catch these guys. So so we had, was it Trump and whoever the other person was, but they, as you can see, they used this door here and walked out. So so there we were able to actually catch some people. Anyway, all right, let's move on to some other things here in the game. Let's see. They left me a battery. That was pretty nice to do. So let's go ahead and just put our stuff up since they, let's see, first let's see what they were cooking. All right, so they made us some nails. That's way too much wood. They don't need to be using that much wood. Obviously, they don't know what they're doing because that's just way too much wood. All right, so let's go ahead and just put all of our crafting stuff up real quick here just to make a little bit of room for our next... oh, they brought me a crowbar. That was pretty cool. Unless they took it out of here. No, they didn't. So they didn't check my toolbox over here to see if I had some useful items. Let's see if they did anything with weapons. Nope, didn't take any weapons either. Now you're probably wondering, oh yeah, well, the reason that the base is this low is because of just what we experienced. Because I need to make sure that I need to test out whether or not bases are hackable, or what the extent of the hackability is. So now we know. All right, so let's grab our pick. Alright, so now if you think hackers are bad, for all those that always ask me, who like to make comments about PvP and show their prowess about PvP play to me, as though maybe I'd never played PvP. But this is why, if you're trying to make videos and stuff, particularly update videos, you want to be able to have all your gear, because if you show up at your base, and I was going to show you guys some gear that was upgraded or different gear weapons, they might not be there. Or there might not even be a base. Or if I'm setting up a shot for an intro thumbnail, I might get shot too. But I'm sure they thought of that. Pretty sure they, pretty positive those guys did that already. They were testing me. They wanted to see if I knew about those sorts of things. And the fact that we have the bottom right hand corner, you guys might notice that there's a location position. See that I'm in G7 position. Now, yeah, I could do F10. See, they never tell me things like that. See, why don't those guys say, hey, Buzz, you know, you could use F10 and hide that, you know, if you wanted to do PvP stuff. Except that, of course, I'd have to always be cognizant of my hunger and hydration, which happens at 20%. But they know that, too. They know that at 20%, you'll get the warnings. But see, since I want to make sure that you guys get the best sound quality, I may kill the music and then I wouldn't hear it. But they, you know, those are things they know. You know, they know all that stuff. So I'm not sure why I'm telling you guys, because you know they know it. So now they know, or now they're anyway. All right, let's take a look here. Let's grab some stone, get some zinc and copper. As those guys were cooking up nails, and I really don't need nails. What I need is screws. So. Man, those guys really kind of put a damper in the process, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and get some stone here. I just want to show you guys something up here too while we're at it. Now, I didn't experience any particular hackers in Badwater Canyon. That was the previous environment that we were testing in. So let's go right up here. Now, the reason, you're probably wondering, well, why am I going over here? Well, no, it's not so I can go over here and mine the Shin's Peak. It's because this is where we used to actually build one of our original field bases, in this spot right here. Now, The reason you wouldn't want to build one here, and people are finding this out now because I've seen them post on Reddit. Say, for example, if I put the foundation right here, just what would happen is the foundation would adapt to the environment and raise it to the equal level. Kind of like water finds its own level, the foundation finds its own level. So what would happen is somebody who would want to drive a vehicle here would find that they don't, they're not able to access, not able to get into the base because their foundation is blocking them. Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to show you was this particular stone here. So if you're in the G7 area, you can hit this rock ad nauseum, and you're not going to get any material at all. So this is something that I would let the developers know about, or include in a separate video and link it to them, and then let them know that it doesn't happen. Not sure what I was saying there. I was distracted by something here in the background. So I apologize for that unprofessional momentary pause. I have to be honest, I kind of like these rocks. The other ones that were in the Z2 map, original map, was something I pointed out that I felt just didn't seem like they had a particular purpose, because at that time, we didn't know that those rocks were going to serve a purpose. So sometimes we have to be kind of open-minded and receptive to the fact that although we don't really understand what's in the environment, there might be a reason for something being there, although it doesn't really have a clear explanation. Kind of like gold eagle coins. I yet to find anyone that could give me a decent answer as to why they thought gold eagle coins were terrible ideas in the game. So obviously this was something that was a forethought ahead of time. Now, in the previous Z1, if you looted one of these stick bushes, you would get sticks. Or, yeah, you would get sticks. Now you get fiber and resin. And what I like about fiber and resin is that you can make the compress with them. These are phenomenally awesome. Would highly recommend them. Kind of like them and or use them more than I do bandages. So let's scroll down. Let me learn the alphabet again. Yeah, these are called composite. Wait a minute. Let's use this. There we go. It's fiber compress. So there's fiber compress. See, these are the awesome things you get to experience in an unedited video. See, like this right here, this complete nonsense that I'm doing right here. What I'm doing now is trying to tax the game to see what type of lag response I get. See my character kind of slowly swaying there? So another little trick testers do sometimes when they're testing certain things. You can try that out. See, and now it's going to tell me that I need to stand near a workbench because it's in lag. It stored it all, and now it's displaying the message to me. You guys can clearly see that. So if you ever decide to, test that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's somebody's shack. Interesting placement near the water. Another base down here. Oh, he's got a really nice foundation style going on. He's got the T formation going on. Looking pretty nice. Grab some berries. Oh, now these are both the combination of berries and salmon berries and raspberries, so there isn't like an independent bush that would represent them that we saw in Badwater Canyon. Of course, you guys might remember the traditional berry bushes that we had in the game. Those have been changed. I've always liked this little spot here to loot in. It's always yielded some pretty good stuff. The loot table is being adjusted, as you can imagine, so we're going to have to give the devs a little bit of time to see if they can incorporate the new system. I see someone put a stash down over there. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Put the stash down in 5th. If for some reason this is your first time being in Z1, Just throw your stash down near your base. That way you'll know where it is. Have a helpful tip. Not sure what happened to these towers. Must be some players. I don't know if it's the hacker guys over there checking out that base over there to seeing what they can get out of it. Probably not. They wouldn't waste their time actually fighting zombies, so let's go ahead and just rule that out as a possibility. Now it's turning daytime. Now is when I would do like a little cutaway intro for you. How about that? Have you guys ever wondered how long I record those for? You may have noticed in that last video I unnecessarily added an additional amount of time to it. Yeah, I know, I left the helmet there. I just didn't want to deal with it. Alright, let's put our stuff up. I don't need any stones. Let's take a look here. I don't want to throw the copper in there. I guess I will. Let's just go ahead and throw those nails in there that those guys were kind enough to make for me. Let's get that wood going. Zinc, nah, we don't want the zinc in there. Let's put the zinc over here. Looks like they took a little bit of the zinc so they could make their nails. Of course, they didn't. I think I had about 200 zinc over here, so they had their way with a little bit of the zinc. But that's okay. I contributed to whatever shenanigans they were involved in. Clearly, they were, welcoming everyone back to Z1. They were really happy to be here so they could continue using what exploits they were aware of. I was able to find a Navy sleeper. I usually like the burgundy ones because they appear at the top. So, but I don't. Here it is. See, here it is. Let's go ahead and use the sleeper. This kind of stuff makes for great videos right here. These are called fillers. It's called a game filler. This is a video filler. This would be B-roll film. Did you guys hear that metal sound just now? That was kind of weird. If you didn't know, like in Badwater Canyon, you have to pick up the sleeper once you're done with it. Now you can make a cot. I like the cots. Did you guys ever make cots? They're only 10-second rest time. Of course, you don't want to hump those things around with you. Now these stones are kind of a little bit of everywhere. There's no particular place where you can particularly find it that's special than anything else. What's going on, Spizzle?
Hey.
Building?
Do what? Sorry.
So are you building?
Yeah, we're going to build something over by the hospital, I think.
Oh, well, that's it. Well, it's not too far of a run to come down here and get materials in. Seems like a reasonable place to harvest your materials, considering where the hospital is.
Oh, we have a base right there, the one almost across the lake.
Oh, yeah? Hey, did you see those awesome hackers that were on a little while ago? They were at my base. One was called Trump. I don't know what the other person was called. I'm doing a live video today to show everybody how awesome it is to be back in Z1 and the experiences of what you can encounter while you're here.
Right. No, I didn't see him. I actually just came in.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad. Good to see you back.
Thanks. I watched your video. Pretty
Oh,
cool.
okay. Good, good. Yeah. I tried not to put too much sarcasm into it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was like, nice.
Yeah, it was flagged, so I'll have to deal with the YouTube people on that. But anyway, all right. Well, I'm going to just progress on. So carry on.
Have fun.
All right. So that's one of the neighbors here in the game. She's going to build a base at the hospital too, apparently. So these guys over here wanted me to test their doors the other day because they were having issues. And I don't know how tall they're going to build or what they're testing over there. Their doors seem to be working fine. You got their zombie grinders going on. Now, the depth of the water has never been increased in the game. It's something that we're going to be working on. Always enjoyed that. This little lake piece here. Like I said, you can destroy animal traps with one punch, but I don't want to destroy his animal trap. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this unedited, unscripted, ad hominem hemming and hawing video today for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments in the comment section down there. I have no idea why I'm filming it like this, but anyway, just seemed like something to do. Hey, I appreciate you guys being a part of the channel all along the way. So at this point right now, there really is going to be a link that I'm going to include that you can click on to subscribe, because that's how you can always get extra game information, news, and all sorts of great things that are happening in the game. So be sure you click on that. If you'd like to see more of these unedited, unscripted, ad hominem, anecdotal videos with me rambling nearly incoherently, about as incoherently as some of the comments that I oftentimes just ignore as opposed to responding to. I might respond to those now. I mean, I see no reason why not to. Anyway, you guys have a great one.